Creating a watch in the eyes of an expensive watch brand doesn't always have to be inherently negative. It can provide accessibility and appreciation for craftsmanship to a wider audience. This is the TSAR BOMBA Atomic, an automatic interchangeable watch inspired by none other than Richard Mille. High-end watches usually come with an exorbitant price tag, and Richard Mille is no exception, with one of their cheapest watches costing around $170,000. At these prices, Richard Mille is simply unattainable for many who admire the design, the chunkiness, the race car on your wrist aesthetic. So let's take a look at this watch and see if we can understand its purpose. Okay, let's start off by saying, yes, I know, this style isn't for everyone. This is horology though. You won't like everything, and that's okay. It's hard to deny the hold that Richard Mille has managed to grasp over part of the watch industry. If I had $170,000, would I buy a Richard Mille? Probably not, but there are many out there who would, and the design aesthetic of the brand is admired by many. The TSAR BOMBA Atomic series is inspired by Richard Mille. It's similar in every way. It's not, however, a direct copy or homage, so I do believe this brand is its own entity and should be treated as such. This particular model weighs 135 grams. The fully stainless steel construction feels solid and high quality. This case seems to be covered in a black PVD coating to give it that sinister look. The side of the case has these angled sections that run along the watch that also mold into the design of the strap nicely. The TSAR BOMBA logo on the left of the watch serves as a button which releases the carbon fiber bezel, which is interchangeable with many other styles. This carbon fiber piece seems to be very high quality, and I'm actually more impressed by the function of the bezel attachment. It's a very strong and tight fitment. There is absolutely no play whatsoever on this bezel. This is a real carbon fiber bezel and features the carbon fiber grain patterns, which I do believe are unique to each piece. On the right-hand side of the watch is a rather large crown, which again is fully interchangeable, which means you can have different colors if you so desire. I think I'd actually go for a black crown next time to match the aesthetic of the bezel. This crown also has the engraved TSAR BOMBA logo. TSAR BOMBA state they hold various patents on these interchangeable attachments, which is always good. The bracelet attachment in particular is quite impressive. You just push this button here and it detaches. Again, the whole mechanism is very tight and well made. So the front of the watch is really where everything happens. It's the business end. And as we know with Richard Mille, there is certainly a lot to look at here. At the 12 o'clock position is the company's logo, and then the rest of the face of the watch is left to admire this skeleton see-through movement, which is finished rather well. At 43.5 millimeters, this is a big watch face and a big watch in general. I always thought I'd be squinting to see the inner workings, but that definitely isn't the case. You can see everything going on here, which is nice. Now, as far as I know, these style of watches were not designed to be very legible at all. It's a statement piece, and rarely will you ever know what time it is. Having said that, I can see where the hands are. It just takes a moment with them being slightly camouflaged and all. The movement used here is the Miyota Caliber 82S0, which has 21 joules and 42 hours of power reserve. The movement is suspended in this gunmetal coloured frame and looks great from the front and the back. And speaking of the back of the watch, TSAR BOMBA have included their own decorated rotor with Geneva-style striping. This watch has 100 meters of water resistance and sapphire crystal on both the front and back of the watch. I've always had a soft spot for skeleton watches, and seeing the inner workings of the movement from both sides of the watch really makes me happy. So we know this is not a Richard Mille, so how much does this watch cost? Well, let me first remind you that the Richard Mille equivalent of this watch would set you back around £200,000 or $250,000. The TSAR BOMBA Atomic all-in will cost you just £1,800 or $2,400, which works out at just 1% the price of a Richard Mille. So people who like Richard Mille but can't afford one can effectively preview that watch for a fraction of the price. This can allow individuals to still feel connected to the luxury watch community, express their personal style, and appreciate the craftsmanship of premium designs without the burden of the significant investment. These more affordable alternatives can still deliver satisfaction and a sense of achievement in owning a watch that is basically a status symbol. But let's be honest, $2,400 is still a lot of money to most people. The TSAR Bomba comes with 2 years warranty, which is also a nice safety net should anything go wrong. So let me know what you think about this watch, guys. Is buying a watch that is 1% the cost of a Richard Mille worth it? Have you been able to pick up one of these watches? And if so, let me know what your experience has been. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Remember to hit that bell icon to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.